Dude, I just recorded an entire deck explanation without actually hitting record. I thought I was recording it. I was just talking for like 10 minutes straight. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, this should be quicker now because I've already gone through it. Welcome to the video. A little bit of backstory on this. This deck was originally called the Consume Crusader. I called it Corrupted Crusader because I added a few green cards and now it's House Hlalu. And for those of you that are lore aficionados, House Hlalu is a bit of a corrupt house, so I thought that it was kind of a funny name. Anyway, I'm going to get right into it. Rapid Shot. This is here for draw. The deal 1 damage is pretty cool, comes up sometimes, but mostly we're just using this for the draw power. Relentless Raider. After an enemy rune is destroyed, deal 1 damage to your opponent. I thought this fit really well with cards like Morthal Executioner and Dawnstar Healer, so I wanted to throw it in. Ungolem the Listener. Shuffle 3 Brotherhood Assassins into your deck. You'll see in the video, I actually don't get any value out of Ungolem, but I like that he's here because he's just a cool card. Brotherhood Assassins are always neat to shuffle into your deck, and they really help with the draw potential, because when this was just a Crusader list, that was our biggest problem. Bruma Profiteer. When you summon another creature, you gain 1 health. This is a 2 cost. It might be one of the best 2 costs in the game, and the extra health gain will help us along in our early game pretty well. Crocodile Brute is the first consume card that we have. It's also a prophecy. The 2/2 stat line, it's fine. It's okay. It's nothing like too crazy, but the real reason that we're playing this is to get it in the discard pile. Ravenous Hunger. Summon, gain drain if there's an enemy creature in this lane. So Ravenous Hunger is a very intimidating card to put on the board. It's intimidating to contest with, and if your opponent plays in the shadow lane, Ravenous Hunger becomes a real enemy for him over there. Corner Club Gambler. Like I said, draw was a big issue for this, so I wanted to throw something in here that would help us along with that. You must discard a card. At the start of your turn, draw 2 cards, and Corner Club Gambler loses this ability. So I found out when recording how useful Corner Club Gambler is in this deck, because you can throw stuff like Crocodile Brute, Imbued Minotaur, and Imbued Khajiit into your discard pile, and then that way when you draw like a Euraxian Berserker or a Enraged Dragon Knight, you can actually instantly get those imbued cards that you really want consumed. So, cool card. Dawnstar Healer. Dawnstar Healer has a very specific purpose in this deck, and that is its synergy with the Ring of Namira and with Ebonheart Oracle. I'll talk about that when I get to the Ring of Namira, but Dawnstar Healer, after an enemy rune is destroyed, you gain 3 health. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, we'll get there when we get there, but it's a cool synergy. Euraxian Berserker, consume a creature to gain +2/+0. Euraxian Berserker generally will go down on the board as a 4/4 because of that, but if we don't have anything to consume, it'll be a 2/2, and if we consume one of our imbued cards, it will become a 5/5. Euraxian Berserker is the most susceptible consume card that we have to silence effects, but we'll just have to live with that. So the 2/4 stat line, it's not the end of the world if we have to throw it down like that, but personally speaking, I would never throw this down without something in my discard pile to consume unless it's a very, very last case situation. Golden Initiate, Prophecy, and Drain were kind of a drain health focused list, so I thought that Golden Initiate fit pretty well in here, especially with the Prophecy. Imbued Khajiit. Drain. When Imbued Khajiit is consumed, give the consuming creature +1/+1 and drain. I love Imbued Khajiit. I think it's a really cool card, and it synergizes super well with our Enraged Dragon Knight and our Tanar Zalvit Lurker and our Euraxian Berserker, so we'll talk more about that when we get there. Imbued Minotaur, kind of the same deal as Imbued Khajiit. Their stat lines are almost flipped, except this time it has Breakthrough instead of giving you health. So when Imbued Minotaur is consumed, give the consuming creature +1/+1 and Breakthrough. Imbued Minotaur, in my opinion, works better with Euraxian Berserker and Enraged Dragon Knight than it does with Tanar Zalvit Lurker, but it can be optioned to go to any 3 of them. Morthal Executioner. When an enemy rune is destroyed, Morthal Executioner gains +2/+0. Morthal Executioner, plain and simple, is very helpful in the early game and useless in the late game. If your opponent has no runes left, then Morthal Executioner has no value in this world anymore. Same goes for Dawnstar Healer and Relentless Raider. Morthal Executioner, with its 2/4 stat line, if you throw it down, it can be killed by quite a few things. It can be killed by Arrow Storm, it can be killed by Execute, it can be killed by Lightning Bolt, it can be killed by Edict, Javelin, Feed, any number of things. So it dies to a lot of stuff, but that's okay. If you get it on the board and immediately break a rune, that's what I like to do with it. So throw it down when you have something that can break a rune. You get it up to that 4/4 cost, it's out of execute range, it's out of arrow storm range. Granted, all the normal stuff that would kill it would still kill it. But Morthal Executioner, my point is it becomes more threatening the sooner it's on the board and the sooner you get runes destroyed. We do get some fun value out of the Morthal Executioner in this video, I will tell you that. Dawnbreaker. +4/+4, slay, banish the slain creature if it's undead. Dawnbreaker is the only item in the deck, and I think it's really fun because you can throw it onto a card like a Golden Initiate, for example, turn that into a 7/7, and then with the Ring of Demira, that's 7 damage that will be going back to our opponent now if they have like a guard up or something. So it's a really cool way to get some reach with our ring over there. Dishnik Yal Archer, I've talked about Dishnik Yal Archer a bunch recently. It's simply just a good card. Guard, summon, deal 1 damage, or destroy an enemy support. If your opponent is running like support mage or something, this is really good to help take forward camps out, or it's also good to just deal one little itty bitty extra damage to your opponent's face or to just a creature that's on the board that you need to get rid of. So Dishnik Yal, super cool card, lot of capabilities there. Enraged Dragon Knight. Summon, consume a creature to deal 2 damage to each player. Enraged Dragon Knight is one of my favorite cards in red, and I think that it works really well with our Imbued Khajiit. So this was a synergy that I had in mind when making the original deck um, before I added the green cards. So Enraged Dragon Knight, like I said, it deals 2 damage to each player, but if you make it consume the Imbued Khajiit, it will gain Drain. So it'll deal 2 damage to you, then it'll deal 2 damage to your opponent, but your opponent, when it deals that damage, it will drain 2 health back. So it's really as if it's just dealing 2 damage to your opponent at that point. Does that kind of make sense the way that I explained it? Super fun card. It can be used with the Imbued Minotaur as well, or the Crocodile Brute just to deal 2 damage to your opponent, but it becomes a much scarier card when it has Drain, I think, than anything else. Fell the Mighty. Fell the Mighty is one of my favorite types of removal in the game. Destroy a creature with 4 power or more. It's just more helpful the longer the game goes on. So if we were to look at our own deck, we have a bunch of stuff here, like the Black Dragon. We've got Tyr, we've got Brynjolf, Duke Venom Dren, Lyris Titanborn, Tanar Zalvit. All of this stuff in our late game dies to Fell the Mighty. Now, stuff in our early game, like Ungolem, Relentless Raider, Bruma Profiteer, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't die to this in the early game that does in the late game, and generally, you want to use your removal on the bigger stuff. You can tend to kill a Bruma Profiteer with just something like a Golden Initiate, if you had that, for example, but when your opponent starts playing Ayleid Guardians, that's when you really need to take it out with the hard removal. Hive Defender. I love this card art for Hive Defender. It's so cool. He's just looking like a snazzy gentleman in that suit. Hive Defender with the 3/6 stat line with guard is one of the best guards in the game, if not the best. Hive Defender, just generally speaking, gives you a really, really good like lane blocking card. Its ability to stall is very impressive, especially for the 4 cost. So I love Hive Defender. I think again, the card art's super cool, and I love running him in my willpower decks. The Black Dragon is immune to lethal. Slay, discard all creatures from your opponent's deck with the same name as the slain creature. The Black Dragon, I don't play with it a whole lot, to be honest with you, but I think it's really fun. In the late game of this deck, I tried throwing stuff in that I generally don't play with because Hlalu is not my comfort zone usually. Although the more that I play it, the more I realize I like Hlalu. I just don't engage with the colors all that frequently. But this Slay effect plus the immune to lethal means that the Black Dragon can really contest our opponents. Our friends that play Scout or Telvanni that have stuff like Venom Tongues we need to look out for, stuff like Fighters Guild Recruits we need to look out for. The Black Dragon can kill those and just remove the whole threat from the deck entirely. So I think it has a lot of utility. That Slay effect is super threatening. If you play this in the field lane, your opponent is not going to want to play anything else in the field lane at that point. Tyr, 5/4, Prophecy, Breakthrough, and Guard. Tyr, I think, is very emblematic of what Crusader is. So Crusader, in my eyes, is a deck that can be very aggressive or be very guard focused. You can be basically more aggressive at some points and more reserved at others, setting up your board state. And I really like the way that they put this card together. Plus, as a 4 cost for is a 4-cost creature with a 5/4 stat line and all those keywords. It's just a must run whenever you're running a deck with these colors. Brynjolf, 4/5, 5-cost creature. Drain when a friendly creature pilfers or drains, gain 1 Magicka this turn. The effect of gaining Magicka doesn't come up too much in this video, to be honest with you, but we do have about 10 or so cards that synergize well with Brynjolf in that regard. Really, though, we're playing this because it's a 4/5 with Drain. It creates a target that our opponent needs to get rid of, basically, and I like Brynjolf. I think he's cool. So I don't know. It just felt like the right move. Sometimes you just throw a card in a list and it just feels correct to be there. Duke Venom Dren. The first time you play a card each turn, draw a random card from your deck with cost equal to your remaining Magicka. Duke Venom Dren is plain and simple just a fun kind of card to play with. It's something that usually gets removed as soon as you put it down, but if you are able to play with him, really fun. Ebonheart Oracle. Okay. Drain, double the amount of health you gain. Ebonheart Oracles are a must run in any health based kind of deck because you're getting double the value. If you have 2 of these out, you're getting quadruple the value because the Ebonheart Oracles, they double the double value that you got. So, the thing that I was talking about earlier with Dawnstar Healer and Ring of Namira, I'll bring up now. If we have a Dawnstar Healer on the board and an Ebonheart Oracle, if our Dawnstar Healer breaks a rune, we gain 6 health. The Ring of Namira, for those that don't know, when you gain health, deal that much damage to your opponent. So we will be gaining 6 health and then dealing 6 health to our opponent. If our opponent is at 30 health exactly, we will break his first rune, dropping him to 24 health. Then we'll break his next rune because we just broke another rune that will proc our Dawnstar Healer. We'll drop him down to 24 health. And you can see the pattern how that works. So there's an OTK that is possible with Dawnstar Healer if done correctly. You can also do this without the Ebonheart Oracle, just if you have 2 Dawnstar Healers on the board. I find it easier to do this method, but whatever way floats your boat. It's really fun to see it pop off, and I might give you a spoiler alert that that does happen in the video at some point. Piercing Javelin. Prophecy. Destroy a creature. Piercing Javelin needs no explanation. I'm going to move on. Clockwork Scorpion. 3/7 stat line with Drain and Lethal. I thought Clockwork Scorpion fit into our deck in a few really cool ways. So it's the only card with Lethal, which I thought was kind of fun. I guess we do have Brotherhood Assassins possible, but other than that, it's the only card with Lethal. The Drain synergizes well with our Ring of Namira and Ebonheart Oracle and all that fun stuff. And the 7 health total synergizes well with our Tanar Zalvit Lurker, which has consume a creature, you gain health equal to its health. So if we were to consume a Clockwork Scorpion, we'd gain 7 health. If we had a Ebonheart Oracle, we'd gain 14 health. If we had 2 Ebonheart Oracles, we'd gain 28 health. You get the gist. It's really a super cool card to play with. Lyris Titanborn. At the start of your turn, deal damage to your opponent, destroying their front rune. Fun thing about Lyris Titanborn. If you play her and your opponent has 0 runes left, if she procs on the beginning of your turn, she will insta-kill your opponent because they have 0 runes left, but she's still going to do her effect. So she'll just instantly drop them to 0. It's really fun to play with. I've had it happen a handful of times. Doesn't tend to go off though because Lyris Titanborn is a huge target for removal and usually gets taken out the first turn that you lay her down, but that's okay. It's still fun to run with. So the Tanar Zalvit Lurker I just explained, it has a lot of synergies in the deck, a lot of little stuff. The Imbued Khajiit can be comboed with this to make it a huge kind of health gain target. The Odoving over here can be consumed to gain a bunch of health. Our Clockwork Scorpion can be consumed, Hive Defender, Black Dragon. Pretty much anything with about 4 health or more will be getting some pretty good value from our Tanar Zalvit. The Mechanical Heart. I talked about the Mechanical Heart in my last real video when we were discussing runes, and I think that it's super fun. So the Mechanical Heart, when you have 0 or less health, sacrifice the Mechanical Heart, set your health to 10, and restore a rune. So the restore a rune thing is something that only the Mechanical Heart and Mordecai can do. And I think that generally speaking, it's way less valuable here, but it's still super cool if we were to have Ebonheart Oracles on the board to bump up the amount of health that we gain or something like that. That could be really fun. Uh, Not a whole lot left to say about the Mechanical Heart. If you have the Mechanical Heart and the Ring of Namira, though, that's a really cool combo because if you drop down to 0, you gain 10 health, and then you deal 10 damage to your opponent from that. So, pretty fun combo there. Ring of Namira, I already discussed it. It synergizes with every card that's going to gain us health in this deck, not just from Drain, but health in general. So, Bruma Profiteer, when you gain 1 health, Ring of Namira will deal 1 damage. Um, the Golden Initiate, just normal Drain, deals 3 damage. You deal 3, or deals 3 damage and Drain, then you gain deals 3 damage and Drain, then you deal 3 damage to your opponent. Tanar's Alvit, when it consumes a creature, you will deal that much damage. So lots of little different things in the list with that. I know this isn't the most ideal kind of way to do a list like this, but this is my own version of it. So some of you might be wondering why I'm not running Undying Dragons in this deck. That's because I don't have Undying Dragons. So it's not necessarily a budget list, but this is kind of the way that I figured out I wanted to run this one. Wilds Incarnate. So Wilds Incarnate is really cool because it synergizes super well with our health gain stuff. So normally speaking, if I were to have 43 health or something like that in the beginning of the match, and I'm just pounding away at my opponent is going to have a ton of cards left over in his hand because I've broken 5 of his runes or whatever, and I am going to be stuck at 1 card a turn because I'm not going to have all that much draw potential. So the Wilds Incarnate allows us to play into the fact that we're going to be gaining a bunch of health, and it's still going to let us draw cards from that. So very valuable. The guard on it is super cool, and it synergizes well with our Tanar Zalvit. So uh, fun card. Doesn't get as much play anymore as it used to, but it's more of a build around card. So you have to have the right deck for a Wilds Incarnate to function well in. And we only run 2 of them. 3 felt like it would be a little bit more situational. Valendrung. Some of you might be looking at this and wondering why I have it. Give a creature +4/+4 and breakthrough is its activate effect. It only gets 2 activations and it is an 8 cost support. So with that said, it doesn't get run a whole lot. I was looking at it though in this deck, and usually when I'm making a deck, I type in all the stuff that I want to get and I throw a bunch of stuff in there, and then I'll have maybe 4 cards that I still need to put in the deck, and I usually just type in unique because I want to see what kind of unique cards I can get. And Valendrung was really sticking out to me the day that I made this. The give a creature 4/4 and breakthrough is basically handing out better Dawn Breakers to 2 of my creatures. So what it can do is the same function as Dawnbreaker. If we have a drain card out, we can bump it up by 4, and then that will work really well with our Ring of Namira. It also just helps us get through to our opponent if they're playing a kind of guard heavy deck. We can bust through with our breakthrough that it adds. So fun card. Doesn't get run a whole lot because it gets removed quite easily. Same thing with Ring of Namira and the Mechanical Heart actually. Usually those go down in the first few turns that you play them, but Valendrung, you can at least get 1 reliable use out of it when you put it down most of the time. The red year, I should probably get this on a shirt at this point with how much I say it, but the red year is our oh shit button. It is a board clear that works, I'd say 99% of the time, unless your opponent has creatures with wards or creatures above 10 health. But in that regard, I think that it's a really fun card. I think it's fair, and I think it's super useful. Miraak Dragonborn. Miraak is a card that kind of feels bad to play against sometimes, but it's also one of these cards that feels so good to play. It's been in the game for so long at this point that I'm so used to Miraak, I don't really mind him all that much, but and especially because he's a unique, right? He's an 11 cost unique. So when you're playing this, you're really committing that that's what you want to do on your turn. Miraak with the Steel Creature, though, can also be super helpful for stealing stuff from our opponent that they're trying to do degenerately. So we could steal an Oblivion Portal that's like level 20 if we wanted. We could steal a Parthenax or an Alduin that's being used to loop. We could steal just a bunch of stuff. I'll give you another little spoiler warning. We do get some pretty cool stuff done with Miraak in this list. So just continue watching and let me know if you see it. I guess let me know if you reach the point where we do our cool Mirac thing. And Odoving here. 12 cost, 10/10 creature, summon, deal 4 damage to all enemy creatures. This is basically a +1 Ice Storm that we're running here with a 10/10 body. I think it's a really cool card, a bit underutilized because of the two other dragons that are highly statted, so Kalgrontiid and Parthenax generally get more play than Odoving does at this point. Usually because Odoving, I mean, when you play him, that's his summon effect, but it kind of clears the board. Not really with all the high health creatures that are out there now. I mean, you can clear the board with Odoving, don't get me wrong, but you'd probably be better off in today's meta playing a Parthenax most of the time because that summon that it gets is just better than Odoving summon. But I still like Odoving. I think he works better in this deck, specifically because of the Tanar's Elvite uh, synergy that we have with Odoving. And you can, bump a Volendrung onto him or something. You could, he does survive the red year if you do that. If you give him a Dawnbreaker or a Volendrung, Odoving can tank the red year for you, which is super cool. So conditionally, Odoving is a really cool card, but we need to have him stay alive for a turn in order to get real value out of him, which isn't always the case. So anyway, with that said, that's my explanation of the deck that I actually was able to record this time. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I've been wanting to do something for those of you that stick around for this whole part. So if you guys could tell me in the comment section below what your favorite drain creature is, doesn't have to be in Hlalu, just in general what your favorite creature with drain is, um, I'd appreciate it. I'll let you guys know what mine is in the comments below after I publish the video. I'll need to think about it for a little bit because I just thought of this off the top of my head. But please let me know what your thoughts are, and I will see you guys on the other side. So, Corrupted Crusader. Okay. Reason that this is called the Corrupted Crusader now is that House Hlalu is notoriously corrupt, and it used to be the Consume Crusader, so now it is the Corrupted Crusader. I'm going to give this a shot. We'll see if it's at all viable now that I've added a few more cards in from green. I just don't want to lose so hard. We're up against +0 the hero. They are the agent of the throne. We'll see. You know what? Get these old cards out of here. Not worth it. Yeah, give me the new stuff. And by that I mean 2 rapid shots. The Mechanical Heart and the Dishnik Y'all. I'd actually like the old stuff back now that I'm looking at this, but sometimes you gotta take risks. So +0 the hero is on Guildsworn. They're on a 75 card deck. Pretty impressive. Okay, I'll take the Morthal. Elusive Schemer. Cool. That's like the perfect target for a Dishnik Y'all Archer. Okay, that doesn't do a whole lot. I mean, it does a little bit, but not a whole lot. I'll just throw him right back down. I guess it does set me back just a slight bit, but again, nothing too major. Okay. He's on Singleton, so that's cool. I don't really have a way to deal a bunch of damage to him right now, but we can do that. There's Tyr. Okay, things are actually looking up for this one. I was worried he would do something like that. I actually should have javelined it when I could. Well, I guess now Javelin's better value because he has an item on it, so it worked out the way it was supposed to. Javelin, rapid shot, for sure. And now we'll see if we can do just a bunch of damage to him. Now that he's reset his runes, our Morthal Executioner is going to go crazy. Okay, that thing is at a 14-4. That's the highest I think I've ever seen Morthal Executioner get. Unlucky for this guy that he faced off against us during this time, but I think he just kind of drew the wrong part of his deck. Yeah, it's just unfortunate for him. GG though. We are up against Jimbo 2017, the Immortal. They're on Redoran. They are on a 98 card deck. Can I risk the Ring of Namira here? I'm keeping it because I like it. Like it's definitely it's a card that doesn't stay around for very long, but I think it's cool. Okay, turn 1 Relentless Raider is ballsy, but I'm going to do it. And it gets countered by this guy, the Midnight Snack. He's going to let me get away with that for a second. I think I'll get a Hive Defender out. Now I just need to draw one of our many, many threes on my next turn. Word Wall. Yikes. Premium Word Wall, no less. And Weakness. That takes away all of the utility of Hive Defender in one fell swoop. We'll see if he's got a Dushnik Yaw for me or a Rapid Shot or something. Wow. Okay. I don't really want to do this, but I will. I need to get something on the board. I feel like he's got a Call Dragon in hand somehow already in his 98 card deck or however big it was. Oh, there it is. Okay, Fell the Mighty actually works here. Why does that proc on the first turn that it's down? I don't get Supreme Dragon. I'll hit him a few times. I don't know. I'm hoping that I can get something going with the Ring of Namira. I just don't want him to edict this thing away the turn that I play it. Rumite doesn't get rid of anything, so that's good. He's on a very control-heavy deck, it would seem. Crocodile Brute seems good. I'll just kill those because I don't know what he's planning on doing. I could have played an Ebonheart Oracle, but I don't know. I don't want to. Because again, these things could just get ruined immediately. Do you think they named the cards before they drew them, or that they like created the art and then they came up with the name Crocodile Brute? Okay. I'll throw down an Ebonheart Oracle now. We'll see what he does. Chanter of Akatosh. Wow. Well, okay then, if that's how you feel. Right. Ooh, okay. So this is kind of a fun combo. Dawnstar Healer, Ebonheart Oracle, Ring of Namira will insta-kill somebody if done correctly. I would like to do that. I feel like he just kills my Oracle if I play it. He's got to have a Javelin or something in hand, so I'm going to guard up this lane and try to make it hard to kill, but it's going to be tough. Knight of Order silences everything here. I don't know if that's what he wants to do. Okay. I mean, who am I to judge what he's doing? Right. Okay. Fell. Swing. Yeah. Okay, we can get rid of some stuff. Fell the Mighty. Swing. Swing. I'm going to hope that he can't do something to that. And then I'm going to Corner Club Gambler my Rapid Shot. And we might actually be able to set this up. There's a chance. He knows we're running Ebonheart Oracle, but he is not aware of the Ring of Namira, obviously. If he has some way to deal 8 damage, I will cry. Okay. That's not too bad. I thought it was going to be worse. It's not too bad. Morthal, Golden Initiate. Ooh, okay. Well, I think I actually steal his Mirac now. Oddly enough. Yeah. A Mirac. A Mirac is Mirac. And I'll play a Relentless Raider over here. Now, if he has a 8-cost dragon, forget what it's called, he wins. Daedric Dagger. Okay. Alright. He does not win yet. What's he bringing back? Word Wall. Damn. Oh. Shit. Oh. Oh, thank God. Okay. I need to get this going. And I need this to not be a Call Dragon. I need that to not be a Call Dragon. Really, I need to get a Dawnstar Healer, and I might have a chance. Reanimate. Go, dude. I think... Okay. That's not too bad. So, let's look at things this way. If I play a Ring of Namira that deals 6 damage, this goes down to... What's that, 17? Not enough to break a rune. Okay. Well, if we want to... If we really want to try to win, probably should swing both of them into this guy, then I have to lose my Morthal Executioner. But that's okay. So now I need a Dawnstar Healer. He's going to Edict what? Okay, he edicts that. I'm actually more okay with that than him getting rid of that. And there's our very own Red Ear. So I'll start out with dealing the 5 damage here, then this will deal 1 extra, then we'll deal a little bit more. Okay. He's now in Problem Town. Tiny Dragon. And there's his Call Dragon. So I hope he... Oh, Soul Tear. Veteran Forerunner again. More than likely. Yep. So now I'm in Problem Town. This has a ward on it. I can't do shit. And I have, for the billionth time in my life, died to people bringing stuff back from their discard pile. Cool. Yeah, cool. Well, I'll just leave. We're up against Mojo Khan 333. War Hero. Dawnstar Healer. There you are again. In my hour of need, I could not get my Dawnstar Healer, though. He just likes to show up at the beginning of the game and not anytime else. Okay, I'm liking all the threes we have, though. In fact, we have so many threes. I'll just discard one of those because I'd like it in the discard pile more. So I have Enraged Dragon Knight coming up, so pretty cool. Totally okay with that if that's his only move. Perfect. There's our Wilds Incarnate, which we did not get a chance to use. Try to get some extra drain here. Perfect. Cool, cool. This I can handle a little bit better than a lot of the stuff I see. Dawnstar Healer, we'll throw over there. Okay, he's expending a lot of resources to deal with some pretty basic stuff in my deck. I'll play the... I don't have anything that combos well with my Uraxian Berserker. I don't know which one it is, but I feel like the best play that I can do is swinging both of them in, because that way I deal the breakthrough damage anyway. And then I'll play my Wilds Incarnate over here, and that actually worked out pretty well. You've got Tenar Zalvik coming up that can consume the Wilds Incarnate. And there's Gall Dragon. Okay. I knew it was too good to be true. I knew it wasn't just a goblins finish off type of deck. In my heart of hearts, I just knew. Dawnstar Healer. Yeah, sure. And then my Uraxian Berserker will eat the Imbued Minotaur. Break some runes over here. Now got a 5/5 with Breakthrough in the field lane, along with a 3/3, and a 5/6 guard, plus the Mechanical Heart. I'd like to think that we can't lose this match as of right now, but I have been proven wrong in the past. Word wall. Everyone plays the same stuff, dude. Everybody's on the same shit. Okay. Tenar Zalvit. Just give me more health. He's probably got a plan for over here. I would like to interrupt it. I think I'm gonna save the imbued Khajiit for another Tenar Zalvit or something. So I'll just eat the Corner Club Gambler. Drops me to 26. If he Monk Strikes me, he breaks my rune. He's got a Call Dragon. Brings out a Parthenax. Parthenax on turn 9. Thankfully, I do have a Mirax, so I can steal that, but that is pretty crazy. Mm-hmm. Is it a red year type situation already? I think it is. Because then, when he plays his next Call Dragon, which should be his last, I can steal whatever he gets, so... That should be a crisis averted. No, never mind. Yeah, and this thing's gonna keep generating random level 3 shouts. So that's cool. Crocodile Brute. Yeah, I'll throw Tear down, I think. He can block 6 damage over here or 6 damage over here. Does he have javelins? Probably, but I haven't seen one yet, so I'll assume he doesn't. I'm just going to work on clearing this lane out. That way individual removal could be used for the Dova of the Voice. Okay, this can now not take 6 damage off the board. Or do much of anything. Yikes. Alright, do some mental math here. Relentless Raider, if this is on the board, this deals 5 damage, it breaks 2 runes, so this will add an extra 2, so... Or sorry, it deals 5 damage. It'll drop this down to 9, so it'll break 1 rune, then this will drop 2 more. I have enough to do this, which seems like fun. I'm gonna do Morthal over here. Then I could do the Mechanical Heart. He has 12, 16, 24 damage in total. If I lay the Mechanical Heart down, I gain an effective 27 health. There's no support removal in Monk other than the Dreg that you can put in any deck. So we can do that, or we can Tenar Zalvit my imbued Khajiit to gain 4 health and a menacing drain creature. So I think I might do that. Break that. It's going to deal a little bit of extra damage. Well, actually, no, because that's not going to keep me alive. So Mechanical Heart, it is. We'll see if that's able to keep me alive. If it is, it's only for a short while. We're pretty much stalling for Odoving at this point. And there's no way that we're going to get it in this bigger list here, so... Fell the Mighty. Yep. No way. Please don't have Drained Vitality. Please. Did we just win? If he doesn't play a guard or anything? Please don't be drained by... Oh my god, we just won. What the fuck? Wow. Okay, good game. Still a rough one, though. Didn't feel like a win. We're up against Ken Van Essen. And we have got kind of a cool hand, actually. We get to use Crocodile Brute. I am... Oh, there's Odoving. I'm in no rush to get Crocodile Brute on the board. This guy's on Archer. He's got a 50-card deck. And now that we have a Wilds Incarnate in our hands, it should become our business to try to stay above 25 health. Unfortunately, against Archer with Raiding Party, it's probably not going to happen. Yeah, it's always time to fight, isn't it? Well, I could Corner Club. I think I'll play the Morthal Executioner, because that's a scary card to present. I'll play him in the field lane so that way he can... I'll give him a chance to charge in with Nord Firebrand, basically. I had a feeling he had some kind of silence card, which is why I didn't want to play Corner Club. Imbued Khajiit. Yep, we'll do the same thing that we did before, where we put that in our discard pile. And he does not need more cards. That is more than enough. Cliff Racer. That is a particularly aggressive card. Okay, if we can stay above 20 health, that'd be cool. I'd appreciate that. Ooh, we have 2 Wilds Incarnates in our hand. Yeah. So it's definitely Bruma and Uraxian Berserker on the Imbued Khajiit then. As much as I like drawing cards, doesn't beat having a 5/5 with Drain. Lord Firebrand, please crash into... Cool, that's what I wanted. Now I just need to get one of these guys on board. Ooh. Okay, cool. It's fine. Running low on cards, our opponent is, anyway. Okay, break a ring, Wilds Incarnate. And I feel no need to attack him. I feel literally zero need to do that. So he could have any number of cards that could take care of this. He could have Bone Bow. Bone Bow would be the worst because that would break our rune, and then, well, I don't know. If he chose to play that way, it would be pretty bad. He could have another Skooma Racketeer. He could have a whole host of things. We'll see how his brain decides to handle this situation. Civilized Warlord. Raiding Party, okay. Cool. Well, I'm just going to do the exact same thing. Gain 1 health, draw 1 card. And then I rest. Now I'm going to Corner Club my Crocodile Brute next turn. Probably establish my Relentless Raider. There's Viper. And there's his Dishnik Yal Archer. Still, that's my play. Corner Club, Crocodile Brute. Enraged Dragon Knight on the Crocodile Brute. Should have played my Relentless Raider too, but you can't win them all. That's fine. And that is also fine. He's down to 2 cards in his hand. I have 2 Piercing Javelins. Not too worried about much. Let's... I don't want to play the Tanar Zalvit just yet. I will play Brynjolf, though. Brynjolf, voiced by Robin Atkin Downes in Skyrim. Same guy who voices Vivek in Elder Scrolls Online. Same guy who voices Kazuhira Miller in Metal Gear.
They played us like a damn fiddle!
And just a bunch of people. You probably heard him in, like, I know he's in Ben 10. He's a character in an episode of Ben 10 at some point. He's just a famous voice actor. Really, really cool voice, though. Razum Dar. Now that's a card I wouldn't mind. Oh, I was just about to say that's a card I wouldn't mind pulling Mirak on. So this has now become... Nicely done. It's just telling him nice too. This has now become a Mirak versus Mirak matchup. And now he has the red year. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. Jesus. Well, I think I might play the red year on him. This thing needs to go, so I'm just going to Piercing Javelin that. And yeah, I'm actually going to kill my Brynjolf, and I'm going to wait to see what he does, because now I know what half of his hand is, so I'm going to just pass the torch on to him. We'll see what he does. This is really not good, though. I don't like that he did that to me. You know, another card I haven't seen yet is Hlalu Helseth. Oh, or Duke Venom Dren. That's who I was talking about. I just get my mouth is faster than my brain, but that's who I was talking about, and we drew him. And I was just talking about Mirak, too. This is wild. Hlalu Helseth looks like Duke Venom Dren.
What do you mean by that?
Okay. Wonder what he's got going on here. Yeah, I'm gonna play the Duke. We'll see if he steals him with Mirak or not. It's just a bit of a waiting game. Sanctuary Pet. And the Battle Rage Orc. You know what I'm going to do that's a little bit crazy? I was going to Mirak that, but that gives me a Rapid Shot or a Relentless Raider. Right? Draw a random card from your deck with cost equal to your remaining Magicka. Yeah. This will draw me a 10 cost card, but I don't have any more 10 costs. This will draw me... Can't play that. This will draw me another Tanar Zalvit or Lyris Titanborn, perhaps. Yeah, why not? Draws me a Clockwork Scorpion. Yeah, I'll play it. Try to induce the red year out of him. I think we have a pretty good safety net, but I still feel uncomfortable about it all. Wow. I might take that. He's letting me keep he's letting me keep that, which is odd. I'm gonna pull an 8 from my deck. What 8s do I have? Volendrung, that's right. Okay, yeah, I'll play Volendrung. So now, throw it on him. Cool. Now he kind of has to play the red year. If he steals that with Mirak, I play my red year, then I Odahving and Volendrung, and then hopefully he can't counter that because the red year won't kill him. Won't kill my Odahving. Unless he has Bone Bow and he silences it and then he plays the red year. Because Bone Bow costs 2, so he could do that. But he won't do that.
That was a mistake.
Okay. Well, it's Hive Defender and Ebonheart Oracle time. We'll see what he does. Relentless Raider could win me the game here. Dishnik Archer could win me the game here. Enraged Dragon Knight could win me the game. I think he needs to play this Mirak, judging from what he's doing with his hand right now. Okay. Maybe not. Okay, he's got some health. He's got some health gain. And a Mundus Stone. That complicates things a bit, but it's nothing I can't handle. And he has done that now. Okay, Enraged Dragon Knight. Does that still win me the game? This becomes a 7. It doesn't win me the game. That's too bad. Well, in that case, I might still swing at him. Let's see what we get here. So I'm going to draw a card. What a Dawnstar Healer. Yeah, why not? I'll just populate the board as much as possible. And yeah, I'll just populate the board a bunch. I'm not going to waste my Volendrung. We have a really solid hand.
Just forget about seeing.
Now, what does he take? Piercing Javelin, maybe? Could take a Wilds Incarnate just to block up a lane. Takes the Tenarzal Veed. Oh, and he gets charged. Doesn't help him a whole lot, but he'll reveal either my Odahving or my Javelin, I guess. What's he gonna eat from his deck? Guess the Scar Drillmaster, right? Unfortunately, I don't think he can win this one.
See you later. Nicely done.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, well, we won that one. Yeah, good game. Just kind of hit him. All right, well, GG. We got to actually play the deck kind of to its fullest right there, so that was a lot of fun. We utilized the new cards, the old cards. It's a pretty good match. We're up against Artem Red, the Mad. They're on Scout. My guess is Shout Scout. I'm going to keep this. It's a nice curve. It's kind of fun. Get to play with Duke Venom Dren. Simply pass our turn. There's Odoving again. Didn't even get to really play him last game. Didn't really need to play him. Okay. I'd rather not use Rapid Shot just to kill this thing. I'd rather hold on to that and use it for the draw. How do you guys feel about Varanus Courier? I think it's a good card. Maybe a little bit boring, but I think it's good. I do think that the premium art looks super cool on it too. Okay, and there's Volendrung. Cool. Well, he's on some kind of curse deck. I'll play the Crocodile. I will actually Rapid Shot that. I'd prefer to get the draw, but I'll Rapid Shot it just to get it out of the way. I'll rip the Band-Aid off. Oh. Well, that I was not expecting. Okay. Get our Brynjolf established over here. Gives us some magicka that we can't really use. Curse finish off. Cool. Really holding out right now for... I'll actually draw a card. No, I'll do the Imbued Khajiit. Really holding out for my my Wilds Incarnate at this point. There's Yagram's Workshop. Cool. This is such an enjoyable deck to fight against. So cool. Uh... Hmm. I'll actually play Duke Venom Dren. And there is the Call Dragon. So a lot of people think that, or maybe it's Solitaire. It's probably Solitaire. There's the Mechanical Heart. This can pull out a 3. Our 3s are kind of cool in this deck. So what are we going to get? Morthal Executioner. Fair enough. It's crazy. Okay.
They've no move we can't anticipate.
And there it is. The anti-fun machine. Yup. So cool. Well, we'll see if we can win with this. It's doubtful, but it's not impossible. And yeah, he Soul Tears back the Assembled Titan. Yagram's Workshop. Super fun. At least we have this coming up, I guess. And at least we can get rid of that.
We must protect our stronghold.
I will totally play an Ebonheart Oracle. Ring of Namira would be sweet. I'm hoping I can manifest a Ring of Namira into my hand right now. Okay. Ooh, you know what? Yeah, get fucked. Give me that. Okay, so it's not Call Dragon. That's a Soul Tear in his hand, and he will not be Soul Tearing this back anymore. There's a Yagram's Workshop. But I have no sympathy for that. I will absolutely steal your shit. So, 6, 16, 21, 25. Plus 4, 29. Just hit him a bunch. Actually, I'd rather not hit him a bunch. I'd rather wait. I don't want to give him a bunch of factotums for him to just gain a bunch of health on me. Midnight Burial. Well, he has Soul Tear. We know he's got that. Yep. So he's going to try to block us off, but I don't think that's going to work. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. Okay. I'm going to swing with the Oracle first. Now, how much do we have? 6, 16, 21, 25. This is blocking us for a whole bunch. If this goes to 14, it's going to deal 7 in Breakthrough. So 7 plus 9 is 16. That should be enough. We just need to not hit a Prophecy. I'm going to swing with the big boy first. No Prophecy. Cool. Swing with the Hive Defender next, then Mirak. Okay, then this guy, then this. Yeah. Get that shit out of here. Alrighty, we're up against Philippe J. Fry, Dash Honor. There has to be some kind of Dash Honor clan or something. Because I see that tag all the time. Okay, this guy is the Memory Master. And he is on a 100 card deck. Seeing the Black Dragon and Dawnbreaker, it's pretty cool. And Ungolem. We haven't really seen any of these cards in quite a while. Haven't seen Ungolem at all. It's a pretty good use of Mage's Trick, I'd say. Corner Club Gambler pretty much dies immediately. So I don't know why I just played it. but we'll see if this works out. Yeah, it didn't work out. But he did have to spend a turn just getting rid of it, so. And now he doesn't have that Fell the Mighty for the Black Dragon here. Okay, so he's on expertise. I'm going to get real aggressive real quick with him. Expertise kind of takes some time to set up for, so I'm going to try to utilize that. An Immolating Blast would hurt me here. Now that he's at 6 Magicka, an Ice Storm would devastate me. But he's going to play Vanis Scribe and a 2 Moons Contemplative, which is probably not going to proc. Dawnbreaker on this dude because that gives us more drain. Could kill his expertise guy. Or I could deal lethal to him. So I think I'm going to go with trying for lethal. And that was the easiest game we've had so far. That was a quick one. We're up against... Ooh, I actually don't know how to pronounce those C's. Is it Palachao? Something like that? I will keep... this is against Battle Mage. Actually, I'll hold on to this hand. Battle Mage tends to have creatures with 4 power. Like if this is a Prophecy Battle Mage or something, there's that one card in particular, the dragon, the Mystic Dragon I'm thinking of, so Fell the Mighty might be useful to just stop that. Prophecy Battle Mage is going to be pretty good at stopping our aggression game plan, so we'll have to see what he's up to. We'll get the Imbued Khajiit down first. That way any early removal... Ooh, Stormcloak Camp. Cool. Ooh, and there's the Ring of Namira, so I'm going to hold on to my Dawnstar Healer because of that. You can either do Dawnstar Healer and Ebonheart Oracle plus Ring of Namira, or you can do 2 Dawnstar Healers and Ring of Namira. Both will work for the OTK. And we have the combo right there. It's pretty cool. I'm going to play a Brynjolf. I'm going to hit him, gain that 1 Magicka, and then use it immediately to draw a new card. So this combo is going to take us 15 Magicka to complete. I don't know if we'll be able to do it, but boy would it be funny. If we don't do that combo though, okay. I was going to say we could Ebonheart Oracle this turn, gain a bunch of health, deal face damage, then just Ring of Namira next turn. More likely than not, we are going to want to set up... It's tough. I would like to set up the Ebonheart Oracle now, then we can get these 2 down on turn 10, so a little bit sooner, because Ebonheart and Ring going down would have to be at turn 12. So if Ebonheart Oracle goes down now, it's technically quicker. Neither are very helpful for us right now, though. So I'm going to deal a little bit of face damage. Kind of ruin the spectacle of destroying all those runes at once, but hey, what can you do? So turn 9, our Ebonheart Oracle should go down. And with a cast out in his deck, he might be on Prophecy Battle Mage. Not super sure. I'm actually kind of... You know what? I'll play the Ring of Namira because I'm not confident that he'll have support removal for it immediately. He could have Dishnik Yal Archer, but that's one of his only options here. So I'll lay down the ring first, and we'll see if we can get this combo to go off. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, this usually doesn't... Things usually don't work out for me. Like this. And he immediately hits a prophecy. It's not... Okay, it is Prophecy Battle Mage, but that's not helpful, man. You have to do better than that. Well, there's the combo. Okay, that was another quick match. I didn't think that I'd get that to go off ever on camera, so I'm glad we were able to showcase that one. Oh, sorry, we're up against DX138. There's the Ring of Namira again. I think I'm pushing my luck if I hold that. This is a more reasonable hand. After the last match, I think it would be too crazy for me to get double Ring of Namira combos. So we'll throw it back, but knowing my luck, it'll show up on turn 5 or something.
Fortune smile upon me.
Must be a bad hand. Is this Prophecy Warrior? The little known Prophecy Warrior.
Citizen.
Pushing face damage doesn't make sense here because I can reset it with the drained creature, so that was probably the smarter move for him. I'll play Tyr because it kind of contests this. Might make him use an item or something to kill it. Which I am totally down with. More cool Gatekeeper, that also works. I think this is Prophecy Warrior, so maybe holding on to that Ring of Namira might not have been such a bad idea. Play a Bruma, and I'll play a Morthal Executioner. Morthal contests more cool pretty well, especially if there's another more cool that can stack on top of that one. It combos pretty well.
You must be cleansed.
Shadowfen Priest. Clockwork Scorpion, just one turn too early. Playing Imbued Minotaur over here.
Mother of love. Three gods. One true face. Never sleeps.
I like that card a lot. There's our Odoving. We'll break his rune. We don't pull a prophecy, which is good. He's probably going to hit us, though, drop us down to 25.
The waters of life.
Ooh, I forget that's a prophecy
Smile
card.
upon me. You have my
Thank you.
gratitude.
Well, still not much we can do about that, but that's pretty cool. I think I'll play like this. That'll break one of his runes. Should have done that in an opposite order. He's gonna battle that. Okay. I am gonna corner club the imbued Minotaur. Corner club, I didn't realize the synergy when I put it in here, but being able to just throw your imbued cards into the discard pile immediately, pretty cool. Gets rid of our Odaving. I'm actually more okay with that than I should be. Okay, we get a bunch of cool stuff.
You better
Hit him like
watch
that.
out. Feel the bite of my steel.
Yeah, we'll just play those. Load up the field as much as possible and see how he deals with it.
That was fought well.
Red year.
You have my gratitude.
What's he doing? That might have just been more of a resignation. Okay. Double Ebonheart Oracle is cool. Well, we swing like that.
Feel the bite of my steel.
Boom. Yeah, unfortunately, I just have to kill that.
You better
But now we're one uh, enraged Dragon Knight away from winning, so pretty cool.
The nine inspire.
I'll throw that down just as an emergency extra creature, but we should have this one in the bag.
Do you not fear me, mortal? You should. What help would you have from the Nerevarum?
That card really counters our deck. I don't see a lot of people run False Incarnate, but I think it's a very heavily slept on card. Alright, well, good game.
Well fought.
And he's going to leave. That's fair. I probably would have left too.